Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo. I see you. Because, do you know why I say that now? I mean, I've said it for probably 2 months, but now I say it, you know why? Because in every thumbnail of mine, yes, this face is hidden somewhere. And some of you know that and look for it and send it to me on Twitter, which I absolutely love. And others of you, I don't know why I can't talk. Others are completely oblivious to me, Big Brother, hiding somewhere in the thumbnail, usually over Jeffree Star's shoulder, the little, peeking around saying, who? The album. Did I say I'm YouTube famous yet? I'm YouTube. We should just start the whole thing over, shouldn't we? Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beasties. Because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021. The album, Dad AF. That's great, it starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes and airplanes. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Eye of the hurricane, listen to yourself, churn, world, chicken, so needs, come and sit me wrong, needs, speed it up a notch, speed, grunt, no, street, no. It's the end of the world as we know it. I just really was feeling it there for a second, you know, and I feel fine. Anyway, all right, let's get into today's video. Do you guys like REM? I am such a huge REM Michael Stipe fan. Woo, beast. I had such a crush on him in high school. Okay. I mean, now we're both nearing 50. I think he's actually over 50 at this point. I don't know how old Michael Stipe is. I could Google it. I mean, hell, I Google everything else. Do snakes poop? How do birds hear? On and on and on. But before we get into this video today, how are you doing? I need to use a little bit of my Lunar Beauty lip gloss. This intro and this video is all over the place, but isn't that what you love about me? Oh, it's not? I'm sorry. But I need to use a little bit of Manny MUA's Lunar Beauty lip gloss Celine that was sent to me. And while I'm speaking of Manny MUA, I do want to say something on here. I'm going to embarrass both of them because I don't really care at this point. So, you know how I've been talking on here about how I should have a show where I hook up Manny with a boyfriend for 2021? Well, I thought that this was rather interesting. This person I can't even see it because I need my glasses. Kind of matchmaker, make me a match. What kind of matchmaker has to wear reading glasses? This one. So anyway, somebody responded to me. Wait, what did I say? I said, how's everybody doing today? And Alex responded to me and said, I know who Manny should date. He should go out with Oscar Wilde. They'd be so cute together. And guess who both liked this tweet? Manny and Oscar both liked this tweet. So I think my work is done. I'm just saying, okay? Can we get that happening real quick? Because I do think they would make a really cute couple. And I have to tell you, I think both of them are very, very nice. So anyway, y'all, I did my work. My work is done. And there's the couple of 2021. That was kind of a poem that rhymed, wasn't it? Anyway. They're probably like, oh my God. That's when like you're like in, you know, 5th grade and everybody's like asking you to pass notes to one another. Like, oh my God, do you like her? Check yes or no. And then you just take your friend over there and you're like, here, she likes you, date her. And then they date for 2 nights and they go to the, you know, the ice stadium together on Friday night. And then by Sunday, he likes some other girl and he's broken her heart. It's kind of like that. Here, you go, okay? You both liked the tweet. I think it's obvious. Hit it. Okay, so, I mean, hit it like the date, not, listen, you do you, okay? I'm staying out of it. I'm out of it at this point. Anyway, woo, that's what happens when you try to take over Manny MUA's love life. I'm just saying. Okay, let's get into, I'm totally joking. Y'all know I love Manny. Okay, let's get into today's drama. I have notes right here. I have a tambourine. I have a fan. I have reading glasses. And I have my receipts. Whitney. Whatever you want. Anything you want done, baby. I do it naturally. Why? 'Cause I'm every woman. All right, let's get into this. The first thing I want to talk about Y'all, I have some real, the first thing I want to talk about is, this video is, I'm thinking, should I just stop this? But I'm only 5 minutes into it. The first thing is Nikita Dragon and a very important message that she sent out to her what does she call them, her little dragons? So here, Elizabeth, did you ever watch Nancy Grace back in the day? She was always calling Elizabeth up in the video room. Elizabeth, roll tape.
Valentine's Day dragons. I literally did a photo shoot less than 24 hours ago and I'm posting the images. This is like the most iconic thing I've ever done in my entire life with some amazing, incredible people that I cannot believe I got to work with. But comment letter by letter Valentine, and whoever comments first, letter by letter on my brand new photo will be receiving a very, 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 very special message from me. Since I don't have a Valentine's Day this year and I'm pretty much Cupid at this point, comment Valentine. Come say hi.
So there you go. Very, very interesting. Nikita Dragon's little Valentine's Day message to her dragons. Now, I do have to ask you one question that I get very, very confused about sometimes, okay? I really am confused as to what all this is with Nikita Dragon. Is this asthma? Listen, y'all, I can't do the asthma, okay? What is that? Nikita, I can't do all that. Girl, I'm trying to listen to what you're talking about, and it's asthma, and it's driving me crazy. What is all that? Oh my God. I got my nails done just for you, Nikita. Anyway. What is all of that? Oh my God. I watch it. I'm like, she's part of the asthma community now. I swear to God. Oh, speaking of the asthma, I did find a few asthma channels that I like. There's these channels, and it's called like ambiance or something, but it's called, I really do think that the asthma stuff is so weird. I really do. She should start a channel though call it Nails, okay? And she should spell it N-A-I-L-Z. I would totally watch that all day long. I know there are some people that love that sound. What is it? My good Judy Tanya Jean, she loves that. She's like, I love that sound when people click their nails together. I'm like, girl, you lost your mind. So anyway, but I did find these channels, and they're called ambiance channels, and it's like these asthma, ASMR asthma channels. But they're like these channels where I can't take them off now. They're on there for the rest of the video. But anyway, don't you think I should get my nails done like this? Oh my God, I totally think I should. They look pretty good. Didn't I do a good job? Anyway, so in case you want to make your own, they're plastic forks from the Dollar Tree with tape, with Scotch tape on it. But they look really good. Just don't buy them. But anyway, because you'll probably take out a tooth. They're called, like these channel videos are called, I just talked about this on my vlog, like Raining in Paris, listening to oldies in the other room while it rains in Paris. It's so good. And then one of them is like rain on the rooftop of a car while you're listening to oldies, and it's like all these it's kind of spooky, honestly. So anyway, so that was a Nikita Dragon thing. I just wanted to do this because I was like, oh my God, this is so fun. Okay, so that's Nikita Dragon. I'm sure she's trying to do something problematic. This is the thing about Nikita Dragon anymore, is that Nikita Dragon is so incredibly boring to me. It's like she tries so hard. I mean, like literally she wakes up and she's like, what should I tweet today? Well, first of all, I don't know how she tweets with these nails, okay? But she must type, she's like, Deborah, my assistant, come here. Tweet this out for me, gal. Or she probably calls up Gabriel Zamora because he doesn't have a career anymore. Gabe, could you tweet this out for me? I'm a bad ASS. No, I don't know how to spell it, girl. What? No, that's not crickets in the background. That's my nails. They can't stop on their own. Anyway, so she's so boring to me. It's like, Nikita, you literally, I mean, she does all this problematic stuff and whatever, and I don't really know why people give her a lot of attention anymore. I don't either. I mean, people say that all the time on like the Reddit and stuff. But it's like, she doesn't really do anything that exciting to stay within the whole realm of all. Girl, you gotta up the drama a little bit, okay? But I would kind of like if Nikita Dragon would stay out of the negative, problematic drama, and I don't know, just do something, you know, silly or whatever. So anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is Shane Dawson trending. Did you all see this? Woo! Okay, so last week we had Rylan Adams trending, and this week we have Shane Dawson trending. And what's interesting about this is, does anybody know where it started trending? Like, when you see these things trending, you know, usually it's something like if somebody's, like a celebrity's passed away, you understand it. It's like everybody's talking about it, right? Or, you know, if I went into Twitter right now, and I looked in to see what the trending topics were. Hold on a second. Winter storm slams dozens of states and leaves millions without power. It's talking about that because that's like big thing that happened in the news. Okay, and it goes on here and it says different things that are happening. You know, just really big stories. And then I saw in there that Shane Dawson was trending the other night. So I go in there and I'm like, why is Shane Dawson trending on the heels of Rylan Adams trending? Now, if you watched last week, Rylan Adams was trending because his naked butt was showing in the air, and but that picture was like 2 years old. Shane actually posted that on his own Instagram as an anniversary picture about it, and apparently that's Rylan's fart position. Whatever, girl. Whatever. Squid. Anyway, it has a totally different feel. Now I do kind of get the feeling why they like all these nails. But anyway, I digress. And don't call people because it's rude, especially when you have these. Okay. So, but Shane Dawson is, this video is like literally lost its mind, and I don't care because I'm having so much fun. Are you having fun? I'm having so much fun. Thank you for joining me today. I just love getting up and making videos and thinking of silly stuff like this because I have so much fun doing it. And I love my new gold cup. Goldfinger! So I go to look and I see what Shane Dawson is trending for. And Shane Dawson is trending because Nintendo put out this thing. Hold on a second. Was it Nintendo? I think it was Nintendo. Here it is. Let me put my reading glasses on. Ah! I'm losing my receipts. Everything's falling down. Banjos are playing. Poking my eye out. Okay. So anyway, here's the... I'll put it up here. Nintendo of America, it's put meow, meow, meow. Nothing feels better than the inside of a cat. Well, y'all have some sick minds. I'm just saying. People started trending this to Shane Dawson. It wasn't very nice, okay? Wasn't very nice. There's things that we could be spending our time on in the world. Y'all could be following Nikita Dragon and being one of her little dragons. But no, you want to be on the Twitter and the Instagram causing problems, okay? Thanks a lot, society. See, this is what you don't want to do, okay? You don't want to get me to the point where I start channeling Eileen Warnos, because then it's a Ow! Damn it, because then it's a problem, okay? Thanks a lot, society. Ladder climbs and re-election. Just sold my butt out for me. Anyway. Poor gal. I mean, not really. She was a serial killer. But anyway. So that's why Shane Dawson was trending. And it just was all over the place. I mean, it was trending back. But here's the thing I don't understand is, why is Shane Dawson and Rylan Adams... Do you need me to cut your bread for you? I don't know why they're trending all of a sudden for these stupid things, right? Like, it almost makes you wonder... But this wouldn't be the one that Shane would pick, right? It almost makes you wonder if they're like trying to trend themselves a little bit because people are speculating this. So then it pushed down all the other videos, all the things that have been said about Shane, whatever, like he's about to make his return. So I don't know. That's what some people are saying. Why do you think that he's trending over something like this? It was interesting. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about was this interview. I was sent this by several people, and this was with, I think her name, hold on a second, I just watched the video, so let me make sure I credit her. The channel is Tasha K, and the channel is called Unwind with Tasha K, and she just did a video with Andre Marhold's ex-girlfriend, I think, and her name is, I believe her name is like, Lizzie, I think. Hold on a second. She doesn't have it in the description box at all. Beautiful young lady. She goes in there and talks about how her and Andre Marhold had a relationship. She goes in there, and it's really interesting because the interview is not really about Jeffree Star. In fact, Andre Marhold's girlfriend doesn't really ever come out and say anything negative about Jeffree Star. She's kind of a class act in this whole thing. You know, and there's been a lot of footage caught of her, like, right after the whole thing came out, where she's kind of, like, saying some stuff and whatever. And, you know, she goes in there and she explains this, and she makes this comment, which I thought was really interesting. She says, humiliation in public is very deep. You know, and I thought about that and I thought, that's a really kind of like powerful statement that she's saying, you know? And so she goes in there and she talks about what it was like for her. She talks about how her and Andre tried to work out and become a family again after the situation had happened, and they're not. There was a lot of conversation. There were some conversations that occurred, and that not so much with Andre Marhold's ex. I thought she did a very good job. I thought Tasha K was very fair with a lot of the interview, but it kind of like went into some speculation. Tasha K made some statements that I was kind of surprised she made. She said, well, first she said, have you seen his OnlyFans? And really the whole point of view from Tasha K was anything that you do, you should do to protect your son, which I thought was a great point. I agree with that point. But then she goes in there and she talks about his OnlyFans, and she says, have you seen it? And the girlfriend says no, she hasn't seen it. And she goes, well, you should probably look at it. He's pouring water in his butthole and squirting it out for the camera. What? No, thank you. I don't think I need to see that today. I'm just saying, okay? I'm not paying $10.99 to see Jeffree Star's supposed ex douche himself. I don't need to see it, okay? What has this world come to? Anyway, but, you know, like, hey, listen, you do you, okay? Like, I say this all the time. I think you do you. And if you want to start an OnlyFans and you want to do whatever you want to do over there, as long as you're a consenting adult, have at it, okay? I'm not sure Tasha K feels the same way, but I'm just saying. And then she goes in here and she says, so basically she asks her if she is, like, if he was, like, in it for the relationship with Jeffree Star or whatever, and the ex-girlfriend's like, no, basically insinuating that he was in it for the money, okay? Which is interesting because Andre Marhold came out in the interview that he did and said that he didn't do it for any money. He didn't do anything like that, right? So then, this Tasha K, who's interviewing her, says, who has a huge following on YouTube, by the way, said Jeffree Star has been known in the past to create transactions with people for certain reasons. Basically insinuating that Jeffree Star has paid other people to be in relationships with him. Who is she talking about? I would like to know, because that is a pretty blanket statement that I don't think there's been any evidence that Jeffree Star has ever been in a contractual romantic relationship with anybody, period. I know that people have speculated about that a lot, but I don't think there's any evidence to the fact whatsoever. And there were a couple pieces like that in the interview where I was kind of under the impression that maybe the research hadn't been done. And this is, I think, where it kind of becomes dangerous. And y'all know, listen, I'm not Jeffree Star's biggest fan. I think it's probably not a mystery to anybody, okay? But I'm just saying, this is where the danger on this stuff comes. Because when you make a comment like that, and you don't really have anything to back it up, and I'm not saying that she doesn't, maybe she does, maybe she has the evidence to back it up. She didn't do that in the video, but I'm just saying, okay? The problem with that is that this is then where people that watch YouTube begin to rewrite history. And those people that have been around since the beginning are like, no, that's not necessarily how it went. And the problem with that is that if Jeffree Star can come out and say, well, people are making up things about me, okay? And they're saying that I was in contractual relationships when I have never been in a contractual relationship, then what it does is it takes the validity away from everything else that's been said. And it's problematic in a situation like this, which is why even in a shits and giggles video, you have to kind of like do your research on some of these things, or say allegedly, or I mean, and that doesn't cover you in any way whatsoever, right? But at least what it's saying is, I don't know this 100%, okay? But to just come out and say, Jeffree Star has been known in the past to create transactions with people for certain reasons. Well, sure, he has created business transactions and all kinds of transactions, but she's not talking about it in that. She's talking about it in reference to basically Andre Marhold was in a paid romantic relationship to make it appear a certain way. I'd like to know who else she's talking about, because Jeffree Star, since I've been following him, really hasn't been in a lot of other romantic situations except for a person that's in a picture a day or two, like that Josie Grossi that was in the reality show Big Brother, or Nathan Schwandt. So is she referring to Nathan Schwandt? Because I know for a fact, having covered all of this since the beginning, that there's been a lot of speculation that that was a contractual relationship, but no evidence whatsoever. So that's a pretty strong statement to put out there. The thing that's kind of sad about it to me was that this was a really well done interview. And I mean, it's really an interview and kind of like trying to educate people about the plight of what this woman went through and what others go through as well. And so to do that, I think kind of takes away from it a little bit. And that was just my 2 cents about it. But anyway, y'all go in there and watch it and let me know what you think. All you dragoners. Okay. And then the last thing I want to talk about is more Jeffree Star. So I talked in a video recently about how Jeffree Star, I need my reading glasses because I cannot find my receipts. Hey, Jeffree. Anyway, I need to find my receipts because Jeffree Star and Hair by Jay, it has been proven that they are absolute friends again. Absolute friends again. Jeffree Star, hold on a second. Pictures of my dogs I actually took. Oh my god, I have so many receipts. Okay, so Hair by Jay, he put up this picture on his Instagram story, and it's a picture of Jeffree Star holding up this whatever product from e.l.f. that he reviews, and then he put underneath it, hair, wig, colored, and installed by me. Okay, now, what is so interesting to me about this is he just did this with Nikita Dragun's birthday, okay? He just came out and said on Nikita Dragun's birthday, like, hair styled and installed by me. I don't, like, to me, unless that person chooses to put down who they did it, I think it's kind of tacky. Unless that person is like, yeah, you can use my picture. Yeah, you can say that I did your hair and your wig. I think it's kind of tacky, okay? To say like, oh, let me show you services rendered. I don't know. And I have to be honest with you, I'm not real surprised that Hair by Jay is somebody that I consider tacky at this point by what he does, right? But this is a clear message. He and Jeffree Star are following each other again, and he reposted this picture because he wanted everybody to know, I did this wig, okay? Well, what's kind of sad about this is the fact that Jeffree Star doesn't really care about his public perception. Because at first he said, you know, good morning to everybody except for the guy that used to do my hair. And then he said he holds people accountable, making it look like he had fired Hair by Jay. I guess that was just the assumption that we all jumped to, but that wasn't really the case, okay? I guess maybe he, maybe he gave him a slap on the hand, and then he said, but you're so good, I need you to do my hair. Or maybe they have a contract, you know? Who knows what that contract looks like? It could be a 2-year contract or something like that that Jeffree Star can't get out of. And so he said, look, I have to unfollow you for a while, but nobody will ask, nobody will down the road because Jeffree Star doesn't think anybody cares. The thing is that Jeffree Star, when he said to Tab David that he will never be canceled, it's because people are getting to the point where they really don't care that much about Jeffree Star, so they just let him away with this stuff. It's like, who cares, right? But what I don't understand is why did you ever come out to begin with and address the Hair by Jay thing? And say you didn't know anything about it, don't bring me into the drama, you know, good morning to everybody except for the guy that used to do my hair. I mean, that's a pretty pointed statement. Why did you say any of that if you weren't going to hold to it? Like, I mean, it's not like it's been 6 months, right? It's not like Hair by Jay has really shown that he's changed as a person and he's come out and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I think we know that Hair by Jay has probably not changed a whole lot in 2 to 3 weeks, right? So what was it that made you change your way, or do you just really not care? Is it really just about Jeffree Star saving face at the expense of his public perception, which is always what it is, because Jeffree Star never comes out and addresses issues until he is forced in a corner and he has to address it, and then basically what he says is, what we're not going to do is make Jeffree Star the drama of 2021. Well, girl, guess what? You're the drama of 2021 because you keep on doing this kind of stuff. See, it's messy. I'm just saying. So let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comment section below. I love you. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.